Hello, everybody. What's going on, everybody? Whoa, good lord, we've got a shaky ass camera there. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, Mr. Boob. Hello, Mark. Good evening, George Senior. Good evening, Philip. Hello, Russ. And hello, Rock Golem. We are live on a Sunday night with some epic music going on. It might be, tell me if it's too loud. I always get this wrong. It's a very good day, or it's a great day. We're here, we're live. Because, as some of you may have known, as I shared on Instagram, and in Discord, and in various places around the internet, it has happened. We signed an NDA. I can't talk too much about it, but I am now with Games Workshop. They have sent me a bunch of stuff. They've sent me all the new shades. They sent me all the new contrast paints. They are on the rack before me. It's really, really exciting. Turn the music up. Can't hear it. All right, I'll turn it up. There we go. There we go. Bounce the camera. Just whizzle round. I'm so excited. Jack has been a member for 9 months. He says, happy GW Recognition Day. So excited. Happy for you. I'm very, very happy too. My goodness me. When I say that it was the best day of my life, it definitely felt like it. It was awesome. I've turned it down now. I've turned it down. So what we're going to do tonight, guys, is we're going to play with the new contrast paints. Now, we've got them all, as I said. We've got shades. We've got all the contrast paints. So, what I want you guys to do is I basically want you to just shout the ones you want to see. And what we've got is we've got some ruins that we're just going to demonstrate them on. Because for somebody who has all the Warhammer in the world, I don't have all the Warhammer in the world. And this was the best I could do on short notice. They turned up on Friday. I would have some spare bases, but I don't have any spare bases because, you know, they've all got to be used. Because I need 300 bases to do the full what it looks like. We're going to do a full review video as well. And as always, I think I have to say this because someone said, are the lawyers out of view? They're not out of view, but they may be watching. I do have to let you know that I was sent these for free by Games Workshop. To review. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to preview them. Luxion Purple, Baal Red, and Black Legion says Octo. Imperial Fest, says Jack Mike Sal. Okay. Gut Ripper Flesh. Knew what it looks like metallic. Yes, we're doing all of those, Octo. Don't you worry. So, when you do all of the mats, right? Come with me on a journey. Right here. There are 19 new shades. 19 new shades over Greyseer, Wraithbone, and the other one, White Scar. So that is, what is that? 30, 9, 18, 27. That is 57 bases just for that alone. Duplicate that again. 57 bases for Runelord Brass, Retribute Armor, and Leadbelcher. It's 114 bases all in at this point. That's just the shades. Then we have 25 new contrast. Well, actually, we have 27. Because as has been shown off, we have, they're not new, but they are now called contrast paints, and they have been reformulated. So we have this one, which is in my hand. I'll show you in just a second. So we have two new ones, which are not new ones, they are old ones. We have a return of Nighthaunt Gloom and Hexwraith Flame. Okay. Sorry I couldn't do Tales of Many Warhipsters this month, Josh. Been busy this month. Next month is definitely going to be a load of clones, though, then when the White Scar Spray comes out. Oh, I'm very excited to see that. No worries, Mikey. There's only 3 episodes left of Tales of Many Warhipsters, though. Nighthaunt Gloom seems less blue now. We can directly compare it now. So, hang on. Give them a fair shake. So, there we go. The old one is the one that says technical, and the new one is the one that says contrast and contrast on it. So it's a little bit brighter in contrast by the looks of things. But we can obviously test that tonight. We can do that if you would like. So I'm just going to pop that back on the shelf. Nighthawk Bloom. There we go. So, are you ready, guys? Pilar Glacier. You want to see them all, don't you? I mean, I know it's a silly question. You want to see the new paints. Which ones do you want to see? Everyone is, of course, going to say, I want to see them all. I want to see every single paint. And I get you. I understand. I feel you. I want to show you all of them. And I will. Sorry, but we've done... I would also like to see whatever you are most excited for. Ooh, well. So, I've got a number of things that I'm going to do with them. So before we get into it, I have Magnus over there. I've been wanting to paint him for a while. The big one, not the Primarch one. We've already done him. If you want to see how to paint Magnus the Red, you can go and see the video. The Primarch of the Thousand Suns from the Forge World. We've done that one already, but we got the big one. We got the Demon Primarch. I've been waiting for ages to paint him because Flesh Terror's Red didn't feel right. Blood Angel's Red didn't feel right. But you know what does feel right, ladies and gentlemen? The one paint that does feel right is Sigvald Burgundy. Where is it? It's here somewhere. I've had to redo my entire paint shelf. There we go. This colour. Sigvald Burgundy. Tell me that's not Magnus the Red's skin. Sigvald Burgundy. My goodness me. Anyway. Right, let's check to see that it's all working. Yeah, we're good. Hobby screen is a go. I don't know what Dawnstone's doing here. Get out of here, Dawnstone. No one cares for you. Do leave a like on the stream, guys, by the way. If you do, it helps more people see it. And they can see how ragingly infected and infectious this happiness of mine is. The excitement is palpable and real. There we go. Look at the likes rocketing up there. That's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly take the phone camera off the mount and I'm going to show you the new painting rack. Because there it is. Look at them. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a gorgeous sight to behold. Let's just move that out of the way. There we go. So, here we have it. All of the shades along the top. There they are. So what I've done so far is... I don't know if the lead will reach this far. Let's see if it does. Okay, so here we go. So that's the first lot of shades that we've done. So in kind of alphabetical order, as you would expect. This here is Agrax. That's Athonian Camo Shade. That's Berserker Blood Shade. That's Baletan Green. That's Carroburg Crimson, Cassandora Yellow, Coelia Green Shade, Drakenhof Nightshade, Druki Violet, and Fuegan Orange. Wow, nice rack, says Rickard. Thank you. I work real hard on it. So there you go. That's the ones I've done so far. I would bring them over here, but I don't want to get them out of order. Because it's currently from left to right in each of those colours. I don't know what that's doing in your faces, guys. I do apologise. From left to right, it goes Wraithbone, Greyseal, White. God damn it, paint this lovely beetle. That one? Well, yes, that's what I was talking about. I have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of big stuff I've been waiting to paint. So that lovely beetle there is going to get painted with new contrast paints. Same for Magnus. Same for Catacross. There's a lot of stuff, guys. Croak as well, finally. The other ones we have are down here. There you go. So that one, where do we get to? So that is in order from top to bottom. Croak Green, Mortarian Grime, Nuln Oil, Poxwalker, Reichland Flesh Shade, and Seraphim Sepia down there at the bottom. So there you go. That's what we've done so far. But I have since run out of bases. So I'm getting some more, don't worry. The full in-depth everything is awesome video will come soon. I've just realised my camera mount is digging into the wall, which is not good. Oh dear. Gonna have to repair that. Don't worry, I'll fix it later. Be fine. It'll be fine. How do they taste? I don't know. I haven't tasted enough of them yet. So what I've done here, this is the extent of like kind of what I've worked on. So this is Corandrus Green, Imperial Fist. I've used Berserker Bloodshade over some Retributor Armor for this, and I've used Corellia Green Shade over some Lead Belcher for the silver. This isn't finished yet. It's nearly finished though. So that's, and I'm getting through those because I have to for the bases and the grats. Oh, thank you so much, Philip. That's very kind of you. That's very, very kind of you. Black Legion better tastes as nice as warm Black Templar. Just saying. I'm still waiting of the tongue contrast paint tutorial. Oh, what? Where I use my tongue to paint a. Buh. It's the one video I don't want to make, even though I promised I might. Crucial thing there is that I might. Okay. So, what was it we said earlier? What was the one that people wanted to see? What was said first? It was... So as I said, we've got these buildings. We've got white there, grey seer, and we've got a Wraithbone one. This one I was doing a little bit of testing on as well, so that's just all shade at the moment. So that's Soulblight Grey, Targor Rage Shade, Agrax Earth Shade, bit of Quelia Green there, Null Noils on there as well. And I've only done, so like, that's what I did. That's just shades. So just after a bit of dry brush, that's going to look amazing. I think. Anyway. Anyway, what was the first one? Thank you very much, Jack. Well deserved. That's very kind of you. I've scrolled all the way up now. So the very first question that was asked was Luxion Purple. Alright. Is that Soulblight Grey? It is Soulblight Grey. Alex. I said, that there. Soulblight Grey. The main colour. Just there. It looks really good, doesn't it? I'm really encouraged by Soulblight Grey. If you've got any marble that you want to paint, Soulblight Grey is going to be the way to go. Do the new shades flow a lot better than the old ones? They absolutely do, Dave. They absolutely do. Right. So, Luxion Purple was the first one. Here it is. Look at that. Vivid paint. What we'll do is we'll bring this down a little closer. Oh, no wonder it was being weird. White Tower going to slap with that. Yeah, no, for sure. I completely agree. So here's the main question. Should I just do this over white? Are there any new colours that look like some recipes of mixes you've made? Yes, there are. So, I mean, Gut Ripper Flesh, first and foremost. That looks like half of my Orc recipes. So... that makes painting orcs a lot easier. The Gut Rippers are one of my most popular videos on the channel. So, good news, guys. We've made it easier with Gut Ripper Flesh. Another one is actually this, Luxion Purple. We'll show you. This is, it looks very, very different now. But it's what, like, I think my, what's it called? What's the big Slanesh mirror called? Help me. I can't remember what the Slanesh mirror is called. What's it called? Someone help! I'm floundering! Pavan? Is it the Pavan? Bob. Well, it will be called Bob now. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to gamesworkshop.com. It's gonna annoy me. the contorted epitome. Ah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the Wiggy 78 got there at the same time as me. Yes. Contorted epitome. The cloth on them. Luxion purple. Right. So let's get some Luxion purple out and show you what it looks like. That's a nice haircut. What do you call it, Arthur? What? Is that a quote? Here we go. Medium layer brush. Because always, I'm a creature of habit. Luxion purple. We're just going to do it right here. This is over white as well. So, just so you're all aware about how this is going to how this is going to look. New demon tutorial videos. Yeah, we probably will do some more demons. I've definitely got some ideas for some new plague bearers. This is going to be the weirdest looking Azurite ruin in the world. Look at that purple. Sorry, I have to do this. I'm gonna put this all the way up. Epic music. And turn it all down a little bit. There you go. Look at that. That's Luxion purple right there. Look at that purple. My goodness me. I'll show you on the contorted epitome. So, there's the contorted epitome. You see this colour here? Over grey here, that's what this should look like. That's over white, so that's really vivid and bright. But this purple here is what this should pretty much look like if it was like true box art form. Same for, you know, like on the Keeper of Secrets, when it's got its arms stretched out like this, it's got the, you know, the scything claw like that. What you've got is you've got this kind of big silver armor section there. It's this little bit here. It's that colour. But I've had to mix it in the past. And we don't have to mix it anymore because it's here in pot form. Hey! I must just say, for those of you who like how chilled out the stream is normally and how chilled out I am normally, I do apologise. But this is really exciting. Thank you, Octo. I work really hard on my goofy laugh. Thank you very much, Robert Brillan, for the 10. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for watching all the great videos. It's with folks like you that I'm able to do this. Well, it's because of all of you amazing, wonderful people here watching and supporting me that this happened. Some full fat Coke and some Skittles you'll take off. Absolutely I will. That's why we only have the zero sugar here. But I do have some crispy M&Ms. Would you guys like some crispy M&Ms? Reach in there and take a crispy M&M. Not too many, though. That purple with some Black Templar could work as Demonette skin. It absolutely could. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But I challenge you to think maybe using Dreadful Visage instead. challenge. Pick a random M&M and paint that colour. Alright. Right. I don't think you will have to. Right, so there's the blue. Now here's the question. It looks like Frostheart, yes. Should we try Frostheart? I've not tried it yet. Oh, God. So we're trying to replicate this colour here. Get out of the way, contorted epitome, which I will never forget your name ever again. Look at that. That's pretty close. It's probably the easiest one. Right, we'll put this Frostheart here over these bricks. So the good news is, guys, for those of you who wanted to paint crispy M&M Space Marines or crispy M&M themed armies, for all of your blue ones, Frostheart will do the trick. What do you think of that? When do these drop? Any intel you can share? Yes, I can. They drop in 2 weeks. It's a 2-week pre-order. So they're available to pre-order now, right now. So in 2 weeks' time, you should be able to get hold of them. In fact, if you go and order them from Games Workshop right now, you can get some fancy mugs for your paint water or for your drinking water that you put hot water in and then you put leaves in. So like tea. I believe that's how you make tea, right? But I'm disgusted how easy that was. Do you want me to go again, Alex? I'll try it again. Right, let's hope that there's not another blue one. Oh, I picked out another bloody blue one. Right, okay. Hey, yellow. That's yellow, right? It's not green. Alright. So, we have 3 choices of yellow here. To best replicate that, I think that that's Iron Jaws yellow. So let's do Iron Jaws. I know you guys want to see Imperial Fist, so we'll do that as well. In fact, we'll do all 4. All 3. Right, here we go. Iron Jaws yellow. That looks about right. Where should we do it? Let's do it just here above the purple. Come on now! Motzue, I am just wondering, can Agarros Dunes mixed with Contrast Medium be an equivalent of Skeleton Horde? It can, it's just it's a little bit more brown, it's a little bit more warm. Agarros Dunes is great if you thin it down, it's just it's got... Well, it's just warmer than Skeleton Horde, so Skeleton Horde's quite cold, you see. Sometimes, if you put it over things. What did I do? You could use it, basically, if you thin it down. You'll need to thin it down a little bit more than you would normally. So not like 1-to-1, but you might want to do like 2 or 3 or 4 parts to 1 contrast medium to Agarros Dunes to get close to Skeleton Horde. That would be how I'd do it. Okay, John says, does the Imperial Fist Yellow give a contrast effect? Highlights the shade, or is it too opaque? Such a strong colour. Okay, well that's Iron Jaws yellow. Shall we do the other yellows? Let's do the other yellows. Okay, and then I'll do the next ones. So this is Bad Moon yellow. Let's try some magenta or burgundy. We'll do that. We will do that. Like I said, this is over white as well, remember, guys. We do have Grey Seer, Wraithbone as well, but this is Bad Moon Yellow. So we're going to do this around the arch, just around the top here, so you can see a kind of direct comparison of the two. So as far as I can make out, these yellows don't really do a whole lot of contrasting. They're kind of more single pigment, which actually means that, like, using these for, like, painting tanks and stuff is definitely a legitimate tactic now, because you don't have to worry about the dark stuff running in. I think Iron Jaws Yellow's probably got the strongest contrast effect, but I don't think Bad Moon Yellow really does. Can you even tell a difference? Go well with Death Guard, preferably one that isn't a dull, typical Death Guard green. The Wiggy 78. Yes, we can try and figure that one out for you. A Death Guard-esque green. Leave it with me, one moment. Let's just do this yellow. Let's just get the yellows on there. This is Imperial Fist. I have used this one already. I'm going to eat these M&Ms. And you can't stop me from eating the M&Ms. I offered them to you, you had the chance, and no one ripped them away from me. So this is Imperial Fist here. So Imperial Fist does actually seem to have a little bit of a contrasting effect, but again, it's not particularly strong. It's just like one highly saturated pigment. That one has got the clear difference there, though. There you go. There's all three yellows. I guess you could then shade with the Yandin in recesses, maybe glaze the bottom parts. Well, if you want to do a shade, it's a good job Cassandora Yellow exists. So this would be less. But what I'll do is I'll whack this Cassandora Yellow over the top of Bad Moon Yellow. Let's see what it looks like. If we just want to shade that. So this is why I wouldn't use Yandin Yellow to shade the yellow, because Yandin Yellow is a lot stronger, whereas that's Cassandora Yellow. Cassandora Yellow. It's much thinner because it's shade, but it still does that contrast effect. Hello, Underdog Painting. So there's all the yellows for you. All four yellows. Cassandora Yellow on its own, over white, looks like that. That's Cassandora Yellow, with just over a white spray. So that's what it looks like. That is the new reformulated Cassandora. You can see it's got a really nice contrast effect. It was very simple to apply, which you'll see. Your old one... your old Cassandora Yellow might be glossy. This is the brand new one. Unless you've got the brand new one, Jack. In which case, I don't know. I haven't had enough time with them to know if they turn glossy yet. Right, what was the question? What were we... It was Death Guard, wasn't it? There was a question about doing Death Guard. Is there a new paint that would work for that? That's a big question. See, I think you could get away with using something like a Athonian camo shade over the top of something else, but I'm just trying to figure out which paint to do that with. Leave that with me. I'll keep thinking about that one. There are currently 98 of you watching. That's like the biggest audience we've ever had live. Tell your friends to come on. Let's go over 100. And remember, guys, like the stream, because then more people will join. Oh, 3 people left. But if you like the stream, more people will join, and we keep talking about fantastic new contrast paints. Right. You turned Iron Jaws Yellow into Imperial Fists Yellow with a stronger contrast effect by shading it. I did. Yes. It's very cool. In a bit, we'll do some Cassandra yellow over this, but it's still drying at the moment, and I don't want to disturb it. I'll tell you what, airbrush some light bits with white over a red base coat, then cover the model in Imperial Fist. You got yourself a lovely fist armor recipe. That sounds lovely, Octo. Okay, so I'm down to just the Ven Alton triplets left in my Cursed City box. I followed all your painting videos on Cursed City, and every model looks awesome. That is awesome, Wargame Ramble. You'll have to take a picture of it and tag me in it if you have Instagram, because I would love to see a Cursed City set painted using my videos. That would be awesome. Still the only place on the internet to have all of them. Still, to this day. Can we see how close the dark blue is to Cantor blue? Yes, we can. What was it? It was called Celestium blue, wasn't it? There it is. Celestium blue. Okay. Where shall we do this? Let's do this in the blue section. So this is Celestium blue. Again, over white. So it might look different over grace here. We'll know once I have all those bases in hand. So we're just going to do it just here. Oh man, that's pretty. So that's Celestium blue. And then you wanted to see it compared with Cantor blue, didn't you? So where is Cantor blue? It's right there. So it might look different over Grace here, which we can do in just a second if you like. We can compare them. But that's Cantor blue. I'll just take a little bit of that out of the pot and just add it. There, like that. So Celestium blue might look better. Can you do a snakebite leather and Garagax sewer comparison? They look really similar. Yes, we can do that in just a second. Could you do Apothecary white over white scar, or there's a new alternative, please? The new alternative would be Soulblight grey. But yes. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just quickly do this. So this is Celestium blue over Grace here. Let's just put it just there. So that looks better. But there you go. Is there any less saturated blue? Yeah, there's things like Asurman blue. Which is really nice. That was Celestium. I'll do you a quick Apothecary white and Soulblight grey. I'll demonstrate those for you. Soulblight grey I really like. So Soulblight grey is the new shade. That's the closest thing to a white that you're going to get. So what you'll see is it doesn't look like it's doing very much, but then once it dries it really does do a lot. So Soulblight grey, here you go. So we'll just put it just here on this pillar. So that's a new shade. So you can see how it's just doing a lot more kind of the contrast effect there, being a new shade paint. So there you go, that's Soulblight grey. Pop you out of the way. And we'll get Apothecary white on there. Classic old Apothecary white. And we'll do it just here below. There you go. What was the light blue colour again? There's Assaman blue. There's Tyran blue. There's Pilar Glacier. There's Storm Fiend. Talasar blue. That's an older one. Eldari Emerald. That's not a blue. Not really. It's an emerald. There's 99 people watching right now. That's very exciting. Have the shades got contrast medium in them? I don't know if they've got contrast medium in them. They've definitely got contrast in them, though. They're doing the contrast thing. Oh, the lighter one. That was Frostheart. That one there's Frostheart. This one. I forgot about Frostheart because it wasn't on the shelf. I'm going to put it back on the shelf. So that's Frostheart. That's Celestian Blue. That blob there is Cantor Blue. The original base paint. You can get back on the shelf. Dreadful Visage. Let's put you back there. Let me just tidy up. I need to tidy up, guys. Soulblight Grey. Celestian Blue. Oh, God. Cassandora Yellow. Bad Moon Yellow. Where are you? There you go. No, you don't go there. You definitely don't go there. Silly me. Celestian Blue goes there. Bad Moon Yellow goes there. What am I like? GHI Imperial Fist. LMN OPQRS. Yes. Right. I just dropped a... Mitico. Hey mate, greets from Spain. Love your work and willing to pick up a bunch of those new contrast paints. We did go over 100. Yeah! When I dropped a paint, a striking scorpion fell on the floor. And we don't want that. We want all the striking scorpions to remain on the table so I don't forget them. And then go, why is there a striking scorpion under here in like 6 months' time? Right, what's next? I would be interested in seeing Dreadful Visage demonstrated as a basis for Slanesh/Demonette skin. Does it have a tint of purple in it? Black Legion, Black Legion, Black Legion, please. That shade has done so much work. Yeah, it has, right? That's Soulblight Grey. Let me see if I can just warm it up with my hand. There you go. There's the differences. So, Apothecary White, Soulblight Grey. Hoping Bar Red. White Scar spray paint as well. Yes, White Scar. White. It is white. As this is over white. This is Grey Seer. And this is Wraithbone. So there you go. We got plenty of options tonight, fellas. Ladies and fellas. What was the question? Dreadful Visage. Dreadful Visage. It's a lovely, lovely colour. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, here's Dreadful Visage. Let's pop it just down here. So you know my mix of 2-to-1 Magos Purple, Apothecary White? Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. Warhipster with your mixes. Have a Dreadful Visage. We'll just replace that for you. We'll make that easier for you, buddy. So all of my Gossamed archers. Dreadful Visage. Demonettes. Dreadful Visage. The Keeper Secrets. Dreadful Visage. It's a lovely paint. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that colour. Let's do a little bit more. Let's just do it right here. Somewhere. So it's got the slightest hint of purple in there. There you go. Demonette flesh. Boom. So Dreadful Visage is a contrast paint. So you don't need to throw out all your old shades, Andrew. But you may want to throw out some of the new. There is 105 people watching the stream right now. The biggest audience ever on the best day ever. The greatest day in my life. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. That's very kind of you. I'm very, very happy. What do you want to see next, guys? Bile Red? Brandon says, Bile Red gives a nice finish over Lead Belcher for my World Eaters project. Maybe it will, Brandon. I'll be able to answer that question for you when all of the bases turn up and I film it. I don't have anything painted Lead Belcher right now. Dreadful Visage for GSC skin. Yes, Dreadful Visage GSC skin, absolutely. Have you to play with the Burgundy? Is it a contrast or solid tone? Man, he's still licking the brushes. He really likes the taste of contrast. I do love to do it. Okay, Black Legion. You want to see Black Legion? I'll give you Black Legion. Here we go. Now, I have used Black Legion. Are you ready for this? Storm Fiend as well. Okay, Black Legion. Lovely paint. We will just paint that little bit there, like that. There you go. That's all you can get from it. No, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. I'm having you on. Now, I think somebody asked me earlier, will it change how I do Black Templars? Now, I honestly, no, it won't. Now, this is a lovely paint, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on the camera. But when you look at that, it's got an almost brown-like finish to it, which is not a problem because we can do a bunch of highlights to it. But if you want that sheen, that bluish sheen, this is not the paint for you. And when I say bluish sheen, what I mean is doing the blue and then the black, which is an annoying step to do. But this black is really great. Like for doing stuff like the soft joints in armor, or doing weapon casings, or just various different small black details, I would 100% recommend Black Legion. And also probably for painting Black Legion. I'll do a little bit more here. We'll come here. But it is just quite a flat black. Now, I haven't tested it over the top of other paints yet, but because it's so flat, much flatter than Black Templar, which, tell you what, we'll just do a very quick Black Templar and Black Legion comparison for you. So that's Black Legion. Here's Black Templar. Now, initially, they look no different in the pots, so that'll be nice and confusing. But if we just take that Black Legion on our brush, that's a little too much, and we smash this over there, you see it's much more translucent. Now, when they say that they've reformulated the paints, I don't know if they're going to reformulate the old ones to be darker or to change the way that they work or whatever. But if Black Templar changes to become, you know, as dark as Black Legion, one would have to ask the question of what's the point of having them both. So that's why I don't think this one's going to be particularly reformulated. But there you go. There's the differences between Black Legion and Black Templar. But Black Templar is really good. Phil. I turned my back for 2 minutes! You're dropping 100 in here? My goodness me, that is so very... Oh... Just a thumbs up. I'll give you 2 thumbs up. This song sounds like Halo. Ah, the classic reaction. I don't think anyone's ever going to get tired of me being suddenly blown away by massive donations. Man. That's so very, very kind of you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Mwah! Going out to you. Love you, man. I watched this thing the other day that was like, how to deal with generosity. And I was like, well, I don't need to watch this. But then that whole thing was like, you know, just look the person dead in the eye. And I'm like, what? So someone's generous to you, and then you just immediately just like, thank you so much. And I was like, that's way too intense, my friend. I don't know what to do whenever that happens. That's so kind of you. Oh, thank you. Do you want to pick the next one that I demonstrate, Mr. Ostrander? Tell me which paint you would like to see. Yes, Matthias. The Black Templar is more translucent. Just got flashbacks to the boys. It's more translucent, so Black Templar will work really well still over doing that over the top of other paints, for example, to get a really dark version of that colour, which is why I wouldn't change how I would do Black Templars with the purple or the blue. Because Black Legion, it's a lovely, lovely colour, and I'm yet to paint a full Space Marine with that, but I think when I do some Chaos Space Marines in the colours of Black Legion, or at least a redo of that video, because I've done that a long time ago, nearly 3 years ago, I will just use Black Legion straight out the pot, because it's going to be perfect for anything that doesn't have too many edges. So like with Chaos Space Marines, they've all got trim all over the place. So yeah, definitely you can use both of the blacks for two different things. So like that Black Templar over the top of any colour, still A1. Black Legion I wouldn't do over the top of any colours, but now if you don't want to do over the top of any colours, Black Legion is the one to use. You can just put that straight on and it looks amazing. And that's over white. Over grey sear it's going to look even ridiculous. Which yellow is that? That's all three yellows. So that one there was Iron Jaws yellow. Iron Jaws yellow. And then I washed it with Cassandora yellow. So technically all four. That one there was Bad Moon yellow. And this one up here is Imperial Fists yellow. I believe that's the order that we went in. To see how well it covers over... So would you say Black Legion is better than doing Basilicanum Grey than Black Templar? Actually, yes, I would say that. I would. How's the Burgundy? Right, Burgundy's come up a lot, and I keep forgetting to do it, so let's do it. Sigval Burgundy. Here we go. For Astral Templars. That's a very good question. Because I've used a lot of Burgundy colours in recent times. And I haven't... Well, as I was saying, I was going to use this for Magnus. Where should we do it? Should we do it just here? Let's do it just here. So this is one of those paints that I've seen a couple of people test, and they've seemed to have gotten different results because they've not used enough paint. I would trust these new formulations to not be horrible. Unlike, say, Shyish Purple. You horrible bugger. I love Shyish Purple. I love you, man. Don't get mad. So there's Sigval Burgundy. The other one I know people keep asking for is Baal Red, so we'll do that one. Oh, and Magenta. That's the other one you keep asking for. Let's do that. This is Doomfire Magenta. We'll do that just underneath. Now this is a nice paint, but I don't know what I would use it for. To a degree, I think Assaman Blue can replace Thousand Suns Blue. The magenta is one of the single pigment colours. It does seem that way. It's very vivid. Again, this is all over white. I will say that. Keeper's Hair could work with that. Would you use Baal Red for Blood Angels vehicles now over Blood Angels Red? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's test it. I saw on Juan Hidalgo's Twitter he is giving away a set of these, so trying my luck. Oh, good luck, DD Lion X. You could use that for Emperor's Children. Let's test Baal Red. I've not used this paint yet. Blood Angels fan number 1, and I've still not used it. This is Baal Red. It's an interesting red. I like it. I know that this Baal Red is like a single... It is a single pigment. So yeah, I mean, you could use that instead. But it will look very different to Blood Angels Red. There you go. There's Baal Red. You know what we haven't done? Leviathan purple. The other purple. How lax of me. How silly. We'll do that next to Luxion. Here's Leviathan purple. Ooh. I'm definitely going to have to use this building in some battle reports. It's going to be very confusing for the enemy. They're going to be like, attack the multicolored building. No. Look at that purple. My goodness me. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. Can you do the Cruel Boys skin colour one? Yes, I can. Wholeheartedly, I can. Power Rangers Ruins. Go, 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 as you write ruins. Gut Ripper Flesh. Give this a really thorough shake. That one needs to go in a thingy. Right, Gut Ripper Flesh. Here we go. Make sure I'm not touching anything. Don't want to ruin it. Here we go. Feast your eyes upon the Gut Ripper Flesh. See, now, oh. So that's what happens when you don't let stuff dry. A little bit of magenta just sneaks in there. So you see what I mean about those mixtures I was making of Creed Camo and Militarum Green? And for that question earlier about Death Guard, this would form a really nice basis for your Death Guard. It's not as yellow as Plaguebearer Flesh either. That's the thing to bear in mind. But what you could then do is shade this with one of the new shades. Garagax Sewer. Yes. That's the one. That was the question I knew. Garagax Sewer and... Oh, nearly dropped that. Garagax Sewer and Snakebite Leather was the comparison you guys wanted. So, Garagax Sewer, Snakebite Leather, where are you? Still trying to navigate around the new paint setup. There it is. Always remember to put your paints away. Oh my! Garagax Sewer compared with Garagax Sewer. Okay? I'm not sure how we can do that. I feel like Volupus Pink is slightly brighter than Sigvald Burgundy. You're going to need a bigger building, for sure. Do you know a good multi-use shade for contrast? I tend to use Agrax to cover sins and it ties everything together nicely. Agrax would work. Berserker Blood Shade might work as well. Give it a much more warmer effect. Null Noil might as well. Let's come over here. Garagax Sewer. We're going to just go somewhere we can compare. We've got a few mistakes. Let's just go on the back. I forgot we had the back as well. So here's Garagax Sewer. I'll just do that central pillar as well. Was the question for Wildwood as well? Because we can do that. When you hit 100k subs and live in Casa de Warhipster, you have to decorate a room like this. Wholeheartedly, yes. That's what the studio will look like. Warhipster Studios coming at you now with a riot of terrible colours. All clashing. It'll look like, you know, that scene in Fulgrim. Can you compare it with Wildwood 2? Yes. I can. So there's Wildwood and there's Snakebite Leather. So we'll do the Wildwood just here. So Wildwood, on it goes. There is a difference. I don't know how well that'll show up on camera. It's a pride ruin. I could see that. I could see that. And this is snakebite leather. We'll do it here. So there you go. So Garagaxua is warmer, Wildwood is darker, and snakebite leather is orange. Seems to be like an in-between. Yeah, I would put it as like an in-between the two, for sure. I really like Garagaxua. It's a nice colour. No, not that one. The one in the when they play the music. There we go. That's what we've done so far. What else would you like to see, guys? Shade. I could sling some shade at you. No, I'm not going to do that. Chat sucks. No, they don't. Chat are amazing. Oh, I make myself laugh. Bar red, get in there. Sigvald Burgundy. What a lovely paint you are. Definitely going to be used all over Magnus's skin. Over Grace here. Briar Queen Chill. I hope it can replace my Nihilak mix on Nighthaunt. That turquoise one. Is that the Eldari Emerald? Right, let's do Briar Queen Chill. Here it is. I hope it can replace Nighthaunt. I bet Alice, if she's watching, she'll be very excited to see this. Briar Queen Chill. Here we go. Wow. There's Briar Queen Chill for you. Hello, and so you have already ideas of changing recipes. Only a couple here and there. Interested to see Rattling Grime and Mantis Warriors Green. That's a really nice colour, Briar Queen Chill. This is the colour that I'm thinking of painting the Titan. For those of you who don't know about the Titan will be ordered as soon as I get the money. There are still 3 days left in the raffle. I believe there's a link just below in the description of this video, down below, where if you want to buy tickets to win maybe Horus the War Master, and also support getting a Warhound Titan, or a Reaver Titan, or a Warlord Titan, depending on how much money we make. If you want to be within chance to win Horus and see me paint a Titan, a big Titan, with the new contrast paints, that's how you get involved. So link below in the description. Frost sweat weapons in a bottle. Smooth segue there. Thanks, Alice. I have my moments. For my Gulf Oil Space Marines. I'd love to see Eldari Emerald over Grace here. I want to aim for a Sons of Horror shade of colour. Well, Mr. Birdie, you're in luck, because that's pretty much what I think is going to be happening when I do my Sons of Horus video. But let's do it now. Live. Frost weapons in a bottle. Briar Queen Chill, 100%. This is, I think somebody asked me to do some frost bases. I think if I, you do like, you put the, what's it called? Something like, one of the crackle paints. The black one. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It'll be in that thing there. Is that it? Nope, that's Sterling Battlemine. That's Astro Granite. It's going to be the last one I get out of this. Mordant Earth. You put Mordant Earth all over the base, spray it white. Then you just put Briar Queen Trill over the top. Boom. Lovely. Add a little bit of Frost Heart in there. You got yourself a lovely ice base. You know what I want to do when I make a Warhammer channel? Do tutorial videos on my fans. If I get any homebrew screens. That would be fun. That would be cool. Maybe I'll do that. That's a great idea. Or maybe we could do that together, Octo. I wonder how that light bulb blue would look through airbrush over a zenithal. Who knows? I sure don't, but we will figure it out. Do they need to dry for the full contrast effect? You do need to generally wait for them to do that, yeah. Just because you don't want to disturb the contrast paint. Here's Eldari Emerald over the top of Grey Seer. We'll just do it just here. So that's Eldari Emerald over Grey Seer. Do you want to see it over white as well? You can do that. You can do it over Wraithbone as well if you want. Do it just here. Ooh, see now I think it might look better over white. Let's try it over Wraithbone. It'll be way too warm over Wraithbone, I guarantee it. Or it'll just look pretty much the same. Oh no, it's definitely warmer. There you go. This is lovely Eldari Emerald. Still too bright for some Sons of Horus. No. See, I think over Grey Seer it's probably about right, and you could always shade it. So we'll wait for that to dry, and then we'll try like Coelia green shade over the top. Did you paint Eldari side by side with the Croxigor? I haven't done Croxigor. No, let's do some Croxigor. Where is Croxigor Scales? There's Croxigor Scales. So maybe this will answer your Sons of Horus questions. So this is Croxigor Scales over white. Oh no, that's not Sons of Horus. But that could definitely be used for like Thousand Suns or Celestial Vindicators instead of Achillean Green. You see how easily these apply now? This is my favourite thing about them, is I haven't like run into one of these that I'm just like, whoop, too much. This will, yeah, that will work brilliantly for Eldari Corsairs. If you've got the Kill Team set, which I do, Croxigor Scales will look perfectly on Eldari Corsairs. I need some M&Ms, guys. Looks lovely! You're welcome, Suave Lion. Mantis Warrior over Wraithbone. Okay. Sorry. My mouth is full of M&Ms. Here is Mantis Warrior's green. Tis a lovely paint. Move you out the way. Oh hey, look, it's the paint that I always wanted to have, but didn't able to figure out the recipe for when I need to paint Lord Croak. How's that for a jungle theme? Catchans, Seraphon, Sylvaneth. There's your boy. What haven't we done yet? Done it? Not done it. We haven't done Assaman Blue. Have we not done Assaman Blue? We haven't done Assaman Blue. We haven't done Magmadroth Flame. Karandras Green. Striking Scorpion Green. Stormfiend. Hello, Mr. Gwatkin, and thank you very much. It's very exciting. I did a new shade today. So this is Striking Scorpion. This is Striking Scorpion. So that has been shade. That's Retributor armor with Berserker Bloodshade over the top. I haven't tested out any of the contrast paints over metallics yet, though. I will be doing that very, very, very soon once my bases arrive. But I need them to arrive. 300 bases, guys. 300 bases. Earlier on, I was demonstrating the shades on the bases that I've got. Have you done Eldari Emerald and Celestium Blue? Yes, we've done Eldari Emerald. So that's Eldari Emerald, and that little bit there is Eldari Emerald. So this is over Wraithbone, that's over White, and that's over Grey Seer. There's not a lot of difference between the three. This one's my favourite, but I like it over White as well. It's cool. Currently following your tip of Fire Slayer Flash over Skull Crusher Brush, and it's great, so thanks. You're very welcome. Celestium Blue we have done. So there's Celestium Blue. And there's Celestium Blue, but we haven't done Asserman Blue. So let's do... And we haven't done Stormfiend either. Goodness gracious me. Let's do Stormfiend. And then Asserman Blue. Here is Stormfiend. Because I've got a model that I need to paint with Stormfiend. So I need to look at this. Stormfiend, here we go. Whoop, full. Oh, it's perfect. So many applications. You know, just like whenever you see like that sort of matte blue that they have on stuff. We haven't had that really in contrast. Like even shading this with like Nuln Oil, you'll get that really lovely dark kind of greyish blue that you kind of see on some Games Workshop stuff. You know, like, you know, when you just look at like a model and it's got like the trousers are like a dark bluish grey, but it's not dark Reaper. It's, you know, this colour right here. Bit of Nuln Oil on that. That's going to be a glorious colour. Ooh. That might be my favourite. No, they're all my favourites. What am I talking about? There you go. Stormfiend. Have you done the Pilar Glacier? We've not. Let's do Assaman Blue and then Pilar Glacier. There's Assaman Blue. Here is Pilar Glacier. Assaman Blue. Ooh. I'm expecting glorious things from this colour. I was correct. That's the Ultramarines colour I've been waiting for all my life. I've got a Gilliman downstairs to paint. So there's Frostheart. There's the other one. Celestium Blue. And that's Assaman Blue. And that's Stormfiend. Oh my goodness me. Isn't it lovely? Would you change your Thousand Suns recipe now? Maybe. Maybe. Actually, no. No, I probably wouldn't. Because Achillean Green is really good for it. That's a little too dark to my eye. It's close, but not close enough for me. I think Achillean Green still does the job. Gene Stealers. Throw that chalky ultramarines blue in the bin. Assaman blue is here now. I mean, yeah, let's just... Don't get me wrong, I like ultramarines blue. I am here, Kataro. I'm here, and I'm painting, and I'm happy. So there's ultramarines blue. Let's just put it next to each other. So ultramarines blue is fine, but it ain't ultramarines. Not to me. So like if we look at if you look up the 40k Rabute Gulliman, he's closer to this colour here. And maybe even if we put some Drakenhof Nightshade over the top of that, it will look even better. Would Stormfiend be a decent bet for Death Corps or Krieg coats? Yes, it would. Yes. Wholeheartedly. I would say that. Yes. I mean, that's Night Lords. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to Night Lords, right? Yes, you could use it for Death Corps. I really like what I did on the Death Corps. Don't ask me what it was. I've forgotten. But I think I did Space Wolves Grey or something as a base. And then Ultramarines Blue. That does not go there. You go there, Ultramarines Blue. Assaman Blue goes there. Let's do Pilar Glacier. I'm interested by this paint. I like Crimson Frosts. Pilar Glacier, here we go. This paint intrigues me. Because it doesn't really seem like it's going to do anything. Okay, it does a little thing. It's kind of like Aethematic Blue in many respects. There we go. Pilar Glacier. That's more of a glaze. Next to the Briar Queen patch, if you will. Alrighty. There you go, my friend. Pilar Glacier next to Briar Queen. Over white. Francois, thank you so much for the 15. That's very, very kind of you. You are amazing. Keep up the great work. Well, you are amazing. Space Wolves. You're going to have to make more room on the shelves for all this new paint. No, no, Rich. We've made the room. So we have a new shelf here, which is where all the duds and stuff go. But this fits all my paints. I can buy no more. There can be no more paints now. No more. I think I prefer Briar Queen for frosty stuff over Pilar. I don't know what you would use Pilar for, but there's definitely a use for it. Oh. Mirrormorn Banshees. Who out there has Mirrormorn Banshees? That's Briar Queen Chill right there, Lex. That one there. Mirrormorn Banshees, their skirts. Pilar Glacier, right there. Because they have that bluishness. And then you just give it a little recess of one of these ones. Probably that one. Or Talasar Blue. Pilar Glaze. Yeah. Very good, Andrew. Pilar Glacier will be amazing for Blue SL stuff through an airbrush. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. What haven't we done? Put it over Glacier for Spaceballs. Let's try it. Just going to strip the Banshees I painted this weekend. Don't you dare, Alice. This is it over Glacier. I mean, you know what? That's actually quite a nice effect right there. Maybe we could do this on the Titan. Pilar Glacier Titan. Anybody want to see that? Going to use Pilar Glacier for things like Kyric Acolytes. That's a very good point, Andrew. Very good point. Yes. This would be how you would do that bluish cloth. So, for example, something like... well, like on most Zinch cloaks, they'll have a white interior. Do that. Give it a re-layer of some Corax white. Job's good. It looks very nice over Grace here. I bet it looks a bit rough over Wraithbone. That would be my guess. I know. It looks nice. Some paints, you know, it's just like, oh, this is not going to work over Wraithbone. And then I'm always surprised by it when it does. It actually probably looks the nicest over Wraithbone, to be honest. I am a fool. You should never listen to me. If I post enough, eventually I make a good point. It's just statistics. You make lots of good points, Andrew. I bet you make good points all day. All day, son. What haven't we done? Rattling Grime. Do you guys want to see Rattling Grime? Did you do Mantis Warriors? Yes, I did do Mantis Warriors. There it is. Mantis Warriors. So far out of these new contrast paints, are there any that you will start using for plasma effects? It's nice having more options than Talasar Blue. Yeah, possibly that one there. What was that one? Assaman Blue. Assaman Blue. Or Frostheart. Frostheart. Frostheart is what I would use. Magenta. Magenta. Magenta's there. Rattling Grime. Oh. We've got to do it over white, because that's where we've done most of these. Just get out of the way. Yes, it does, the Suave Lion. Mr. Lion. Mr. Suave. Here comes Rattling Grime. Okay, let's do it here. Well, this would have been lovely to have for my Chaos Knights. Rattling Grime's lovely. That's an excellent paint for weathering. So if you're going to do, like, I see rotten wood. Yes! That's exactly what it is. That is a very, very good point, Balam Bam Bunny. Sorry. That is an excellent point, Balam Bam Bunny. So often, I will do where I mix Black Templar and Wildwood. That's Rattling Grime, right there. With a bit of contrast medium in there. Slightly thinner. Definitely for grime slicked metals. That would be maybe the paint that I would use over the top of the Titan. If you'd like to buy a Raffle ticket, the link is below in the description. Has the same texture I think Ultramarines Blue has, but for grime it's great. Yeah, no, it looks great. It's just how I came in very serious. Balam Bam Bunny. And didn't realise what was happening until I read your name out. And then I laughed. You were all there. I don't know why I'm explaining it. Everyone was here when it happened. Would any of these be good for Volkite? Suddenly I have a lot of Volkite weapons to paint for my Horus Heresy fists. Well. Volkite's a funny one. Because it's orange. And you know what we haven't done yet? Every single contrast. What? 59 paints? No, it's more. 27 plus 34. 61. 61 contrast paints on one Titan. Right. This is Magma Droth Flame. Here we go. Oh god. It's all gone wrong. Let's do it. Actually, let's just do it up here. So, over the top of gold. So, like Retributor armor. So, paint the coils of your Volkite. Retributor armor. Then, wait for it to dry. Then, once it's dry, add Magma Droth Flame all over the top. Then, re-highlight with a gold. And that, my friends, is Volkite. Let me guess, you want that on your Titan too? Yes. No, I don't have a Volkite weapon on my Titan yet. I don't think that's even an option. I think it is at the Warlord, maybe, but we haven't got enough for a Warlord yet. It's going to look like that Warlord. I mean, you know you all want to see the Jackson Pollock Warhound Titan. When people go, you'll never paint that in a day. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but I have a large scenery brush somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it, but I do have one. Aha! Nothing will stop me from painting the Titan by dipping this into a contrast pot and just going... and then moving on. Bus seat Titan. Put that ruin on the Titan's base. Oh, this one. Or just put it there like that. Look at this. It looks insane. Do you find it strange that they put the new inks in the contrast range? No. I think it's a wise move. These new sort of single pigment ones. Because it attaches them to a brand. Rather than creating yet another one. Because I think it just gets too confusing. I also think, like, because only like 6 or 7 of the new ones, maybe 10 at a push, are single pigment ones. So launching an entire new range with just 10 paints. Like, I don't know if you guys know do you remember the Artificer set? It was a bunch of tints. It's basically, what you did is you basically took one of those things from the Artificer tint set and just put it into like any pigment you paint and you'll turn it that colour. So what a lot of people did is they would, for example, buy like a pot of lead belcher, stick a bit of like the blue one in, and then you'll get a metallic blue. There's a reason that paint line didn't launch, because it was only 10. So there was one set, the Artificer tints. You wouldn't then buy all of them. You could reinterpret the fan scheme, Octo. Someone could be like, mine are red. And you can just be like, cool, I'm going to use a different red. I use Waywatcher Glaze for my Alpha Legion and it's now discontinued. Oh. How much Waywatcher Glaze do you have left, Mr. Gwotkin? Because if you remind me, I've got a mostly full pot. So next time I see you, if you run out and you need some, let me know and I will bring it. I'll bring a pipette full for you. No, I'll bring the pot. Yeah, have 3 brushstrokes worth. That's all you're getting out of me. This is a collector's item. What have we not done? Someone remind me. Eldari Emerald, done it. Assimon Blue, done. Bar Red, done. Bad Moon Yellow, done it. Black Legion, done it. Briar Queen Chill, done it. Celestian Blue, done it. Doomfire Magenta, we've done that. Dreadful Visage, done that. Frostheart, Garagak Sewer, done that. Gut Ripper Flesh, we've done that. Hexwraith Flame, we've not done that. We've done Black Legion. Black Legion is there. Yes, we want all of the colours on the Titan. I mean, we can do that. That would be quite a fun mascot. I'm back now, Mr. Boob. I do apologise. It dropped out for a second there. We disconnected, but no matter. We are back. We should be back now. It'd be quite a fun mascot for the channel, right? To have a Warlord Titan sat here that was just every contrast paint. That would be fun. Maybe that's what we'll do. We won't do a Titan house. Or a Legio, as they're called. We'll just do the Warhipster Legio, which is a riot of colour. Bam Bunny. Do you have some recommendation on what contrasts to buy first? I want to start using them after seeing this new range, but I can't afford to buy more than 10 or so at once. Yes. So I think getting started, Black Legion. That's a really good one to have just for painting black. It's not complex. You don't have to do any layers to get different shades, because if you're just starting with contrast paints and you can only afford a few at a time, I would probably hazard a guess and say you don't have tons of layers of paints like I do. So I reckon Black Legion's definitely a must-have. I love Blood Angels Red. I love Skeleton Horde. And I love Fireslayer Flesh. I like Guilliman Flesh and Dark Oath Flesh, but I use Fireslayer the most because it's just that midway point between the two. I really love Talassar Blue and Pterodon Turquoise, but again, they're not necessary to have. I think from Pterodon Turquoise and Talassar Blue, you now have a bunch of choices. So, like, for example, Frostheart right there, I think is just really, really nice as a paint, and that will replace quite a few Talassar Blue recipes. So, for example, Frostheart could definitely be used. You remember my Grey Knights video with the blade? Rather than thinning down the Talassar Blue, you could just do Frostheart all over it and then start adding in the Talassar Blue to get that glaze. Rattling Grime would be very, very good. Black Templar, I mean Luxion Purple, yeah. I guess it just kind of depends on things that colours that will appear most of the time in your schemes, right? So if you paint stuff like if you paint a lot of metallic, if you paint a lot of gold in particular, Fireslayer Flesh is a must-have. That said, Berserker Bloodshade does look really good over it as well, and I'm sure Reichland Flesh Shade probably looks good too. Greens, someone said, I think, haven't done. Yeah, Synthesis is right. I mean, I think having neutral paints that will be used a lot, so like Apothecary White or Soulblight Grey, Black Legion for sure. Definitely things. Wildwood is a paint I would recommend because Wildwood has got so many applications. Straight out of the pot, it's great for leather, it's great for wood, it's great for all kinds of things. But if you start to thin it down, you get like really cool wash. If you thin it down a little bit further, you get like a really nice sort of like Rakarth Flesh-esque thing. Good night, Mr. Rock Golem. I'm going to paint Hallowed Knights and Nighthaunt primarily. So Nighthaunt, you'll probably want to get Briar Queen Chill. For Hallowed Knights, I think having silver, I think shading silver with Space Wolves Grey looks amazing. But again, the new Drakenhof Nightshade might be better. Gorgrunter Fur is an amazing paint. I would agree. We haven't done the greens. That's what people keep telling me. So Carandrous Green and Striking Scorpion Green. We haven't done those yet, so we'll do those. This one is Carandrous Green. We're running out of space. We'll do it in here. This little section here. This is Carandrous Green. Do you know what? These paints seem to respond a lot better to like just like really loading up the brush, like the new reformulations. They seem to spend a little time wetter for longer as well. He says as he just gets a dark blob of it. There we go. And just move those off. So there's Carandrous Green. All hail George the Legend, indeed, Hunter SWC. I got all the Forge World stuff out yesterday because I'm going to give it all a good bath. There we go. There's Striking Scorpion Green. Hilariously, Striking Scorpion Green is not appropriate for striking scorpions. Corandrous Green is appropriate for striking scorpions. That is quite an RGB green, actually. Yes, you can do proper RGB colour schemes now. Oh, sorry, that's not even on... There you go. That right there, RGB green. That orange, RGB orange for sure. The red, RGB red. That's RGB pink. You don't really get RGB yellow. Mine are currently going right. White, red, green, blue, pink, blue, yellow, pink, green. Yeah. Best green for Blood Bowl Orc skin. Let's have a look. Blood Bowl Orcs. What do they go with? Oh, they go for the real pale. Oh no, that's the Black Orcs. No, that's not. Is that painted by them? Oh yeah, so it is. I mean, on the Black Orc team and what they've done there, the Thunder Valley Greenskins, Orc Flesh is probably the one. But Corandrous Green would be good for a really bright green, but Orc Flesh is probably the one for that classic sort of vivid Orc skin. But Gut Ripper Flesh is brilliant. Where's Gut Ripper? There's Gut Ripper Flesh, right there. I really like Gut Ripper Flesh. How many times can you say Gut Ripper Flesh in the space of a minute? I think that's all the new contrast paints. Oh, there's one more. Well, there's two more, and they're not new. There's Nighthaunt Gloom, and there's Hexwraith Flame, which we haven't done yet. So we should. We simply must. I will do what I must. You will try. Okay, here's Nighthaunt Gloom. That looks exactly as it always does to my eye. It's a little easier to use. That's quite nice. Here's Hexwraith Flame. Ooh. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. That actually, though, doesn't feel as nice. It doesn't feel as vibrant as the original Hexwraith Flame, I would say. It's a bit weaker. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, Striking Scorpion Green for Warpstone, 100% of the time. No question. So I guess the only thing left for me to do, and this is just from my experience, is actually to use the two shades that I haven't done so yet. Targor Raid Shades and Tyran Blue, and then I'll show you the ones I've done over here again in just a moment. The original does have a bit more punch to it. It's a bit darker. Like, for context, this is the old Hexwraith Flame. Where's my brush gone? That's it. I have no idea where I'm going to put this for it to makes sense. Oh, we'll just put it over here. Maybe I didn't load up my brush enough, but that's the old Hexwraith flame. So that would be the only one I would say is maybe a bit of a dud. But maybe I didn't give it enough punch. We'll find out when I do it again. Do you think Bile Red or Blood Angels Red would be good for quickly doing Blood Angels? I've got a lot of videos on how to paint Blood Angels. And I use Blood Angels Red in each and every single one of them. Now, I think this is great, but there's no shading in it. Because it's a single pigment red. So if you're going to do vehicles, this is probably the way to do it. And then shading it. Let's do that now. Let's shade it with Carroburg Crimson. Or let's go classic. Because classic Blood Angels is Mephiston Red shaded with Agrax Earthshade. So we're going to do Bile Red, and we're going to shade it with Agrax Earthshade. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do it live. Let's see what it looks like. So this is Bile Red here that's being shaded right now with Agrax Earthshade. In fact, you know what? Let's just shade all three of these paints. That's Sigvald Burgundy. Let's shade that with some Agrax Earthshade. See what that looks like. That looks gorgeous. Let's shade this magenta with Agrax Earthshade. Oh hey, it's Agrax Earthshade. It looks gorgeous. This is the new Agrax Earthshade, I should just say. Okay, that looks like a very, very close Blood Angels. I really like Leviathan Purple. Oh no! Okay, like I said, there's two I haven't tried yet. Targor Rage Shade and Tyrann Blue. So I'm going to try these out now. I'd like to see some Cassandora Yellow over that bad Moon Arch if you'd bother. Well, Mr. Birdie. I don't like your tone. Yes, of course. So I've not tried out Targor Rage Shade, so here we go. What does it look like? Oh, a slightly reddish brown. Okay. So I actually prefer already. I mean, that's got applications, don't get me wrong, but I prefer Berserker Bloodshade. It's more red in it. That's fine. Looks interesting. Tyrann Blue, here we go. I would say, yeah, Salty King. Like I said, I've got tons of Blood Angels videos on the channel. Ooh, that's a nice blue. That would look nice for plasma. I'm just kidding, Mr. Birdie. It's all good. I know what you were driving at. Just my feelings are hurt. They're not. What do you think of the new Sigvald colour? I really like it. Tuppy. Funny thing, I was using Agrax with contrast medium. There you go, Matthias. You were leagues ahead. You were ahead of your time. That's Sigvald Burgundy right there, and I've just shaded it with a bit of Agrax Earthshade, and it looks delicious. What was it? Cassandora Yellow. The other thing I should point out, guys. Oh, that's very kind of you, Salty King. So somebody told me, a little birdie told me, that Druchii Violet over the top of Luxium Purple might be one of the sexiest things you'll ever see. So I've just been reminded of it, so I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it. Druchii Violet over Luxium Purple. Yeah, that's, oh my. Oh my goodness me. Just, oh dear lordy lord. Look at that purple! This is against terms of service. Yeah, we'll put an 18 plus on it. There you go, Dave. Cassandora yellow over Bad Moon yellow, was it? Is this what you wanted? Alright, here we go. Cassandora yellow over the top of Bad Moon yellow. Like that. Nice and simple. Add a bit more on there if you want. Just adds a little bit more. We can put it over the Imperial Fist as well, why not? Screw it. We're on holiday. It's Christmas. It's not Christmas. It's approaching our birthday for someone, though. So let's just call it a birthday celebration Cassandora over all the yellow. And I'll show you Cassandora over white. This song right now sounds like Metal Gear Solid. There you go. Can we vote to paint the Titan all that purple instead? If you want. A bright purple Titan. It is nice on its own. There you go. Look at that. Could you possibly put some Sigvald over something sprayed in lead belcher? I've done my Emperor's Children metallic plum colour using Volupus pink to look like the old version of Heresy art. Do you know what I'll do for you, Tuppy? Here's what I'll do. Because I'm a nice guy. And I'm excited. And I've not tested any metallics yet. I haven't got anything primed in lead belcher, but what I'll do is I'll very quickly paint a little section of one of these buildings with some lead belcher. We'll leave it to dry, then we'll put some purple over the top of it, and then we'll probably call it a day. But we'll do that. So here we go. Where's my lead belcher gone? Again, just finding. Yeah, there we go. Lead belcher. We'll take 2 dollops of this. So I'll paint enough. I'll paint enough of a building with some lead belcher right now. But I want you guys to have a fight amongst yourselves to see what two metallics we will do. Right, let's get this over this. Oh, look at that brand new lead belcher. I'm joking. There isn't a new lead belcher. I wish there was. Do you know what? It would only be fair if we did it over some Retributor armor as well. It's called Iron Hand Steel. Yeah, no, good point. I prefer Iron Hand Steel. Well, I also really love Iron Warriors, as you guys know. That, for me, is my favourite silver. And I'm so looking forward to being able to use the new Nuln Oil over the top of things instead of having to thin down Black Templar. Right, here we go. Get some Retributor armor on here. We can do a couple of colours in this little corner. Where is it? There it is. I am a kind and benevolent Warhipster. I will do whatever it takes for the likes and subs and the comments and the super chats and the Patreons and the YouTube memberships. because without all of you guys, I wouldn't be sat here doing this right now. It's because of the amazing people out there watching me right now and who have been watching for the last 2 hours and also that I am able to do things like this now. And of course, a massive thank you to the wonderful folks at Games Workshop for getting in touch with me and sending me these new paints. Literally greatest day of my life when that happened. That was on Wednesday. So I've not been sat on these for weeks and weeks. I haven't been lying to you for ages. Literally Wednesday, get an email saying we'd like to talk. On Thursday, we talk. On Friday, the paints arrive. Yesterday, I have a little bit of a play around, painting the striking scorpions. Today, we're here together. Oh, I know, I started filming the first reels. Right, we've got to wait for that to dry, so guys, let's talk. We're going to call every colour over metallic. You are going to get all of them over the metallic. How is the new light blue shade? Tyran blue. It's nice. It's there. That's the new shade. That's Pilar Glacier, the new contrast paint. It's all nice. It's all lovely. We've got to wait for, like I said, we've got to wait for that to dry. So let's talk, guys. How are you? Are you enjoying the stream? If you're enjoying the stream, leave a like on the stream. One of the intense greens over at Lead Voucher could be cool. But which one? That wall. Isn't that the best wall you've ever seen? I'm going to post this wall on Instagram after this and just be like, rah! I'll just dry brush it with some Screaming Skull and then it's done. Looking for a faint blue over Lead Vulture. Post it with zero context. I will. What do you guys think of my new scenery tutorial coming soon? What was the original question? It was for Luxion Purple, right? For Emperor's Children. Tuppy, yeah. I know. Sigvald Burgundy. It was Burgundy over silver. Sigvald Burgundy. Yes, sorry. Nearly got it completely wrong. It'll be dry in moments. It is still not dry. Thank you for keeping track of it, Mr. Birdie. It's very kind of you. In the middle of packing to move home and shit, got too much hobby stuff. I mean, you can't see. Oh, this cupboard's open. That's not good. How does Assaman Blue compare to Guilliman Blue? Oh, what, the glaze? Or Ultramarines Blue? Because if you want a comparison with Ultramarines Blue, it's right there. That's Assaman Blue and that's Ultramarines Blue. What was the last blue shade you put on? That was Tyran Blue. We've done them all. I can show you all of them, right? So that's Frostheart. There. That's Celestium Blue. And that little bit just above there is Cantor Blue. But ignore that, because that's not a contrast paint. That there is Tyran Blue. That there is Stormfiend. That's Assaman Blue. And that's Ultramarines Blue. That's Pilar Glacier down there. That's Briar Queen Chill. Sorry, I meant Tyran Blue compared to Guilliman Blue. The glaze, right? Do I still have Guilliman Blue? I do. I don't want to open it though. It's a collector's item. That would work though. Okay, I'll do it for you, John. Jason, not John. Sorry. It is a relic from a bygone age. Guilliman Blue. Oop! I believe is what they say. Here he is. I'll put a little bit of it on. Just here. This is over white. This is traditionally a glaze. Oh god. Nearly all went wrong. So traditionally you would use Guilliman Blue to glaze up a blue. So for example that one there, you would put it over the top, make it appear more blue. Like that. But that's Guilliman Blue straight out of the pot over white compared to Tyran Blue. So Tyran Blue is a lot bluer. It's out of focus, I don't know why. There you go. How's that? It's probably directly over white. Similar to Pilar Glacier. There you go. You're welcome, Jason. He will now be shut for the rest of time. Along with my blood letter and my Waywatcher glaze. My Waywatcher green. Okay, this should be dry now. So, Sigvald Burgundy. Here we go. Where has it gone? It's over there. Sigvald Burgundy. Over the top of Lead Belcher. Are you ready? Are you paying attention? Well, doesn't that look lovely? I've seen a lot of debate over what is the best replacement to Lamenter's yellow glaze. What do you think? Probably Eandon yellow is the closest to Lamenter's yellow. There you go. That's Sigvald Burgundy over silver. Do you want to see it over gold as well? Should we see it over gold? Just to be clear, guys. We are doing what it looks like videos for all of this. So this isn't the last opportunity. You're going to see a metric shit ton of videos from me. Right. This is Sigvald Burgundy over the top of Retributor armor. There you go. You want to see sewer? It looks very nice. It looks very nice over the gold as well. We can do sewer. I'm just going to warn you now, guys. There are going to be a lot of tutorials coming out. And whenever this paint comes up, I'm never going to get it right. It is always going to be there. And we're now going to be using sewer. Any of the new greens good for salamanders? So I think warp lightning is already perfect. It looks really nice over the gold. Right, here's Garagak sewer. Over the top of gold. Oh, welcome, Tuppy, to being a YouTube member. There's Garagak sewer over gold. Thought it looked like hard caney or candy over the lead vulture. Let me put my hand behind it. There you go. That's it over lead vulture. It's nice. And that's it over the Retributor armor. That's Garagak sewer over the top of the Retributor armor. I'll now put it over the top of this silver. Rattling Grime. Is that the last choice? That does look really good. For orcs, ramshackle metal. Oh, baby. I bet it'll look even better over Rune Lord Brass. Not that we have time to check that. Hello, Mr. Wargaming. Hello, Daz. Hello, Daz. How are you, my friend? What was it? Rattling Grime. Rattling Grime. There you are. Do a blue. Do a blue. Do a barrel roll. Okay, here's what we'll do. The Frosty Blues would look great on a Titan. It would look great on a Titan. Okay, I'll do Rattling Grime just under here over the gold, and I'll do it just here or somewhere. So let's just check Rattling Grime, and then I'll do a blue. Promise. There's Rattling Grime. That looks nice over gold. That's like a really high saturated Nuln Oil / Agrax Earthshade mix. Is really nice. Okay, over silver, we'll do it just under here. Nice. Looks better at it than Basilicon and Grey does, for sure. And then you want a blue. I saw someone suggest that frost heart would be good for lenses and goggles. What do you think, Mr. Warhipster? Thank you, Tom Kennish. That's exactly what I am. I think it will look really good. In fact, let's test it now. Frost heart over a metallic. Because as I often do with goggles and lenses and stuff, paint the metallic first and then whack a contrast paint over the top and you get a shine. It looks great and fantastic. We often do it with something like Talisar Blue. We've done it with Shaiish Purple. We've done it with Blood Angels Red. We've done it with Ultramarines Blue as well. But here we go. Frost Heart over the top of Lead Belcher. It's interesting. It's not great. Let's do a bit of Frost Heart over this. So this will generally tend to take on a sort of greenish appearance. We're putting blue over yellow, pretty much. It looks alright. Doesn't look amazing though. A sky blue metallic. Yeah, that's kind of what you're getting there. That would be like good for like Emperor's Spears if you're doing metallic Emperor's Spears. I think that's what they're called, right? The sky blue with a white helmet and the trident symbol. I did get stuff in the end, Daz. I got it on Friday. I have crossed into the promised land. I am now one of the people who receives things. I was super impressed with the off-white one. Soulblight Gravelord. It's amazing. Soul Black Grey. Not Gravelord, that's the faction. Night all, I'm off, so happy for you, Josh. Well deserved. GW got you in their sights now. Hope it's the start of good things to come. I hope so too, Mikey. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's awesome of you. Lovely to chat to you. And I look forward to your Tale of Many Warhipsters submission next month. I look forward to seeing all the droids that I am looking for. And they're not droids, they're clones. I dropped an M&M. No. Right. There we go. Oh, we've got space for a tiny little bit more. What would you like to see? A green one? Which green? Oh, I know. I'm going to do one I want to. Sorry. I know it's selfish. I'm going to try Eldari Emerald. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The voting is closed. Polling is closed. I'm going to try Eldari Emerald over silver and over gold. I want to test it. I want to see what it looks like. And it looks gorgeous. Unacceptable, Warhipster. Unsubscribe. How dare you? We pay your salary. There it is over silver. Now over the top of gold. That is truly disgracefully good looking. My. Are you coming on to me, Eldari Emerald? Is that a brush in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? It looks great over Lead Belcher. Looks fabulous over Retributor Armor. And I bet it'll look fabulous over Runelord Brass, but we haven't done it. I need to sneeze. Oh. I've been really suffering with hay fever the last few days. There was a Dark Eldar scheme scheme. Oh, that's probably disgusting. I do apologise. I'm so sorry, internet. Yuck. Oh, look at that. Look at that colour. Look at that. My goodness me. That right there. Oh, and it looks amazing over silver as well. Huh? Oh. So you know, what's he called? This one. No, not there. Over there. You can't see him. You know, what's he called? Zarek, the Silent King. That right there. Eldari Emerald. On his pylons. That's the one. That's the colour. That's what I would change if I could go back and do that video again. But I can't. And I won't. Oh. I was suffering with hay fever until I started suffering with COVID. Hopefully it will be back soon back to hay fever. I hope so too for you, Kamu. I'm sorry to hear you have the big C. The big C19. That's rubbish. Ugh. I do not enjoy the amount of sneezing that I'm doing at the moment. It's rubbish. It's horrid, and I don't like it. I really like Briar Queen Chill too, Mr. Wargaming. I don't know why I keep calling you that, Mr. Daz. Daz. How's the new white primer in comparison to the old one? It's pretty good. I threw my Corax White in the bin. I have blocked all memory of Corax White from my brain after it ruined 6 shining spears for a commission that I then had to strip. It was going to be the video the day after I primed them, because I was like, hey, this is going to be nice and quick. They weren't nice and quick, because they had to be stripped and then reprimed in a different colour, which sucked. Life. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I was going to show you at the end of the stream the 16 shades. I'm just going to move these over a little bit so that they stop falling on the ground. So, I have done 16 of the 19 oh, there's my leg, there's my bin, there's the Millennium Falcon. Okay, so here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 10. The others are downstairs, they're down on the ground. You called me your associate when I saw you at Warhammer World, Daz. Don't you come at me with that, are we not on a first name basis? I was like, yeah, he's my friend. And you were like, nah, business associates. And I was like, well. No, they've still got Greyseer, Wraithbone, Xandri Dust, Mephiston Red, Macragge Blue, Dark Angels Green, I think. No, what's it called? Caliban Green. Mechanica Standard Grey. They've got all their primers. But okay, so in alphabetical order, so these are 10. I'll show you the others. So this is Agrax Earthshade, Athonian Camo Shade, Berserker Blood Shade, Baletan Green, Carabag Crimson, Cassandora Yellow, Coelia Green Shade, or Celia Green Shade, how it probably should be pronounced. Drakenhof Nightshade. Then this one is Druki Violet, and that's Fuegan Orange. And it goes Wraithbone, Greyseer, Corax White. I see you, Mr. Storm Surge. Mr. Storm Surge. How was the stream tonight, Josh? Yeah, we finished staring at the Storm Surge. Here's Lariel. Oh. I mean, you guys want a classic paint right there. Goblin Green. Down here, we have... Croak Green, Mortarian Grime, Null Oil, Poxwalker, Reichland Flesh Shade, and Seraphim Sepia. And we did Soulblight Grey, Targor Rage Shade, and Tyran Blue together tonight. But I will be, of course, doing all of the what it looks likes once again. We'll be doing them over Greyseer, Wraithbone, and White Scar. We will be doing them over Leadbelcher, Runelord Brass, and Retributor Armor. We've got a lot of bases that we're going to be doing. New socks, perhaps. Oh, God, did you see my terrible socks? Yeah, these, I literally going to throw these out today. I ruined them today, putting my shoes on. So yes, there will be 19, what would it be? 27 times 2 is 40, 54. 19 times 2 is 38. So 54 plus 38. Oh, and I've got to do all the old ones over the white as well. Yes. So that would be 54. Somebody do that maths for me. 19 times 2 is 38. Plus 54 is 80. 92 plus 34. So there'll be 126. There'll be 126 shorts and reels. 92. There's a lot of videos coming. They're all going to be shorts. It's the same as what I did before, the what it looks like. But what we're also going to do is I'm going to do some real deep dives into like kind of color swatches and things. We were talking about this on Discord the other day. I said, what do you guys want? They said they wanted long videos. They also wanted short videos. And if they're a Discord member as well, I will reshare the old shorts as well. So you can download them and have them to keep if you want a guide just to have in your on your PC that you can load up without having to come to YouTube or without having to come to Instagram. If you're offline or you're working in somewhere that doesn't have an internet but you've taken your computer with you, that'll be something that I will upload to the Discord as well, to the members and Patreons. So you'll get a copy of them to take away. But there will be a video record of each one individually so you can see what it looks like over each primer. I'm going to make some infographics for each one. Probably for colour swatch. I'll just do like greens, blues, reds, purples, yellows. I was doing that in time with the music. There's a Discord. There is a Discord, Andrew. It is a benefit for being a YouTube member or a Patreon. If you are a YouTube member or a Patreon and you haven't joined the Discord, you can do so. If you go to the YouTube page, you should see YouTube community page. There should be a post there somewhere that says click here to join the Discord. Yeah, we're going to be doing this. It's going to be a ton of content. I was about to say a shit ton and then I stopped myself and then I said it anyway. There's going to be a lot of content on the way for these contrast paints. This was our initial first look. I started painting without internet recently, became a truck driver, and I prime a bunch of minis and have a paint kit I take on the road with me for 3 weeks at a time. That's really cool. That's a great way of doing it. Thank you for the showcase. Have a good evening still. I will. I will have a great evening. I'm going to finish some Striking Scorpions after this. So, unless anybody has any burning questions that they wish to ask, we're going to finish it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and joining in the excitement. I've actually given myself a tiny bit of a headache from all the shouting. This was the best stream ever on the best day in my life. Oh, Tuppy has a question. Go on then. Last question before I go. Will you paint a warlord titan? If your question burns, visit a doctor. I've had a great time. This is the best stream we've done. There's over 100 people watching here at one point. 84 likes on the stream. Can we get 16 more likes to take it up to 100? If you haven't liked the stream, do so already. Do so now. Before we wind up for the rest of the evening. I'm going to eat these M&Ms, and whilst it takes me to eat these M&Ms, I'm going to watch the like count go up. We're on 87. 91. 9 more. 92. 94. 6 more. Ah, someone unliked it. No questions. Just wanted to say thanks. I've been following your guys for a long time. Just finished my Val. Looking forward to what you bring to us with this new line. There's going to be a ton. Going to be a ton of stuff coming very, very soon. Using all the shades, using all the contrast paints. Well, hope you enjoyed that one, everybody. I thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. 97 people have liked the stream. That's crazy. No. I liked it, but now I don't. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you all next time. On Wednesday. We'll be streaming again on Wednesday. 99 likes. One more. Go on. Who's going to put me over 100? I bet you've all done it now. That would be classic, right? There we go. We're over 100. I've got 102. Amazing. 100 likes in a stream. That's never happened before either. So many things happening for the first time tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday for another stream. Do not forget, if you wish to enter the raffle to win a Horus, there is a link in the description below. You have between now and Wednesday at 9 PM British Standard, I believe is the finishing time, to try and win yourself a copy of Horus and see what Titan we end up painting with which paints. When's next Tales? Next Tales is very, very soon. In fact, the deadline was this week, but you've got a couple more days. We'll try and do the stream this week. If not, it'll be the week after. But get it in. Get your pictures in as soon as you can for Tales. And on that note, I will see you all very, very soon. See you on Wednesday, guys. Have a great one. You're all amazing. Best audience ever in the whole wide world. Goodbye for now. Bye!